in your experience, you've seen all sides of this coin. Like, how does it make you feel knowing that, yeah, at one point, this person who turned out to be a scammer was in your inner circle and you did trust them and you did bring them around and introduce them to people? Like, how do you reconcile that? How does that make you feel?
You know, it was really difficult. I think probably starting last November, everything just kind of downward spiraled pretty quick. And yes, we're dealing with worldwide, fraudulent events. But for me, I was also dealing with losses of friends, people that I was actually close to, people I would hang out and get drinks with. And overnight, turns out, they're a fraudster, scammer, and you can't even talk to them anymore. People who were your clients, who were your best clients, people who you have fond memories with, they're being talked about in the news outlets. And, these were the people you used to envy. You were, you started off together. They were succeeding much more than you.
Yeah, you looked up to this person.
And then next day, turns out all of it was false. And then you kind of you question yourself, what was I doing this whole time, right? So in the past 6 months, probably, I guess like 8 months now, at least half of my network, and my network is like pretty big because that's kind of my job, right? Knowing people in the industry, at least half of them were either laid off or fired, or their company went bankrupt, or they were scammers, right? Or they lost everything. And it's been a really difficult time. I've taken some personal hits too. I've lost, a lot of what I have, and I've also gotten laid off. And that didn't even matter as much compared to the impact of just, losing your network to something so big and so horrendous, but realizing you also lost a friend overnight.
Yeah. And realizing that maybe you, in some capacity, by accident, obviously, were enabling this bad behavior and potentially, allowed it to impact others, which obviously wasn't your intention,
Exactly. If your best client, who you actually gave a lot of business to and from, and you personally made commission off of, and you helped fund their business, turns out if they were a scam, did I support that?